Hello, kids. Welcome to another Glen Yaps. It's been a while since I've posted. Um, been busy. Lots of things on the go between music and changing stuff over to Windows 11 and working on my snowblower and trying to get in some better kind of shape physically and all that fun stuff that happens when you get old. So today we're going to talk about this Windows 11 thing. I'm going to give you a little insight here. It's just a brief thing. I basically had to buy a new computer for my upstairs little songwriting area. I had a perfectly good computer, runs fantastic, runs all the programs I need upstairs. Not unlike the one down here. This one does great too. This one's offline though in my recording studio, so I have no issues. It stays at Windows 10, and it will stay there for as long as it doesn't blow up. So anyways, yeah, because we have to do some things online. The security thing for Windows 10 was basically expired, not going to be kept going, I guess would be the term. So I had to go and buy a new stinking computer, and they are not cheap. Up where I am, I'm in the middle of nowhere, really. Yeah, they are not cheap. So I just bought the tower, kept the same monitor, and we kind of went for a deal, found some things on sale, and so I finally got it up and running. And there is so much garbage in this operating system that I don't need and I can't get rid of. Like, it's just, all I do is music, and I make videos for my music. That's all I do. It's not a business thing. It's just ridiculous how much baggage is attached to this operating system. I feel like I don't even own my computer. I feel like I'm being blackmailed. It just drives me bonkers. I mean, I can't afford to go back to Mac. I was a Mac user many years ago, but all this stuff is they're getting too greedy, for one thing. When it comes to the operating system, that's one thing, and then it's the software stuff that I use. I buy all my software. I bought Sony Vegas. I'm Sony Vegas 15. I bought it years ago. Programs work great for me, right? So I bought it, have the CD, the codes, and it was so nice to do that. My Cakewalk Sonar Platinum, I bought the last version of that thing before they went belly up and turned into Bandcamp or whatever they are now, and then gave it away free, but I ended up paying for the version I have. But now everything is these online subscriptions. It's like, I can't afford that. Can you guys afford that? I can't afford that. It's like, musicians don't make enough money anyways playing. And just, yeah, I came down to the nitty gritty. I was, the deadline for Windows 10 securities stuff was like a few days ago, October 14th. What is it today? 15th or 16th? I can't see my date because my camera's in the way. But it's like 2 days. So I bought it a couple of weeks ago with the thought that I would have to do a bunch of finagling with all the software I use on it, and I finally said, you know what, it just feels like an invasion of privacy, this new Windows 11. So I made a big decision. I said, well, this computer down here works great. It's on Windows 10. It's not online. It's never going to be updated anymore. It is what it is. I finally I finally got everything dialed in nicely where it works. The computer that I originally used upstairs, same thing. Everything was dialed in. Oh yeah, I'm going to start talking. I get a tickle in my throat. So the other computer works great. Nothing wrong with it. It's double hard drives. I've got things partitioned. This one down here, I've got them partitioned. Remember that? Well, there are issues with Windows 11 and partitioning drives and trying to put another operating system in there like the good old days. I've watched enough videos online, and it's like, oh boy, we're in for a ride. So I decided that the computer I use online is just, even though I spent a bit too much money on it, even on sale, strictly for entertainment purposes. That's it. Do the odd thing where I buy off of eBay or stuff like that. That's all it's going to be for. I've decided that I'm just going to bite the bullet and use my old two computers, so this one down here and the retired one upstairs. I'll find, a purpose for it in the other half of my studio, my rehearsal area. Just transferring the products that I own is like these computers. This one's offline, so for me to update anything, I don't want to put it online. I have to do these special code things back and forth with zip drives and carry the file upstairs off of this computer. And oh, it's just a pain in the ass. I can't take it. I just want to sit down, turn my computer on, and start writing music and record it. That's all. All this bullshit to transfer ownership of these programs gets really annoying. So I've decided to cut all that crap out on the new computer. So I just don't have the time for it. I've done videos on this before about upgrading, and some people like to do it all the time. They want the best. Ooh. I just found the time I was doing to get all this stuff working took away from the reason I was doing recording in the first place, which was writing songs, recording the songs, and putting the songs out. I don't want to spend all my time tuning up software that is not compatible with a new operating system that I had to get because of security and blah, blah, blah. I can't do it anymore. It's too frustrating. I'd rather take the money and put it into my music gear down here, physical music gear. So there's another thing. All these subscriptions for like plugins, certain plugins that you want to use. Like, I'm also a graphic art designer. I actually have on this computer and my other computer the last versions that you could physically buy with a code number on it that you could use without all the online bullshit. It's like, put it in, work, and you know what? It's good enough for me. My Sony Vegas, the same thing. The only problem with that, Sony Vegas, is some of the plugins that I used were subscription, and it's just, I just couldn't afford it. I just cut it all out. And I'm just going to use that or third-party stuff. The Windows 11 thing, third-party stuff, has been a battle, I guess, for some people. I'm really not going to get into it. I did load Sony Vegas onto that Windows 11 computer. And I also loaded, that's for my video editing when I'm doing videos for my family and stuff like that. and I want to post them online, or my bands, just live things, I can edit it quick, and well, I should say quick, because Sony Vegas isn't very quick, but and at least have a video editing program. And for audio, I didn't put my Platinum, Sonar Platinum on there. I didn't bother. I'm not going to do it. I just got a small interface, a Behringer interface on the previous computer just to do songwriting on, and now I would have to go through all that bullshit again. I said, so I put Mixcraft on there as a small audio editing thing. I've had Mixcraft for a while. It's a great little work tool for songwriting, and I will, the interface that I bought, you can use it with regular ASIO drivers, and it's fine for what I'm going to do. But nothing elaborate. Anything elaborate, I'm bringing it back down here and work on the other side with the retired computer, which is not really retired, it's just retired from the internet. So, anyways, that's a long-winded thing. I don't know how you guys can afford those subscriptions. I just can't. So basically, I'm going to become a fossil down here using old software, and I'm be honest. On this side of my mixer here, which is analog, my Mackie 32 by 8 by 2 mixer, going into an old Motu 24 in and out. I have two of these, so I can run two of them and get 48 tracks of audio down here going in at one time, and my computer handles it. I've got it beefed up pretty good. I don't know how a new computer would fare on this, but anyways, I got a rack over here with old analog stuff, like SPX 990s and all that fun stuff. I'm going to take the money from the subscriptions and the money I save from those subscriptions, and slowly buy old hardware, physical hardware that I can put into my rack. For the longest time, I've been mixing all software based, and I'll be honest, I get a decent product for a weekend warrior down in the basement, but I don't get the product that I want to hear. I'm not getting the wow factor. My whole point is, I want to be more about the songwriting anyways, and not so much the engineer side, because I just find with the digital thing, I'm mixing on here, and then I gotta mix it somewhere else, and then it doesn't sound good on this stereo. When I was recording with reel-to-reel tape, you know what? You would take one copy, you would go out in the car and listen to it on your car stereo, and you could pretty much tell in your car stereo, okay, this has got to be tweaked. Go back down, and it seemed to be good on everything. But all this digital thing, I've been bouncing around to different things, and the sounds, like now I'm mixing for sound for cell phone people. I don't own a cell phone, so how am I going to get this sound to be decent on here? And people say, well, I can't hear the bass. Well, you're on a stupid little phone like this. I've got big speakers down here. The bass is just in your face. So all these different obstacles have just been driving me batty over the years, and I'll be glad to just go back to hardware-based. Recording on the digital thing, sure, but definitely have more vintage hardware. So that's what I'm going to do. If I tallied up all the subscription stuff that I use for plugins for Photoshop and Sony Vegas plugins, and I wasn't really using too many plugins for the recording software, but when I have mastering software, which I did upstairs, because I like to master up the audio upstairs, I was using plug-in devices for that, so no more. I just couldn't afford it. I was checking where the red lines are for, okay, we're getting over budget here. It's not good. So, and then when Windows 11 became so, like, I just been using it for the last few weeks, tuning it up and getting it ready. And I've already seen stuff I don't like. It just wants to know too much. So I'm trying to shut off shit and get rid of shit that I can get rid of. I'm not a computer scientist, but I don't like what I see. So, and you know what? It's boring to look at. And they copy Mac. They put this start menu right in the middle. I haven't figured out if you can move that back to where it was, because I hate looking at that blob mess in the bottom. But for the start menu shit. And then I got a problem. I've had multiple computers up there go through in the same corner, same outlet over the years, upgrading and stuff like that. Never had a problem with audio. With the new computer, I plugged the same speakers, same Fostex, powered studio monitors. Same thing. When the computer goes to sleep now, I get a ground buzz, 60 cycle hum, just when it goes to sleep. When it's on and I'm working on the internet or surfing the internet, there's no issues. So I put messages out to find out why this is. It's not driver related. Did all the updates on that. It's not that. Nothing's changed. So what I have to do is shut the speakers off. I've never had to shut the speakers off before. Like even this system down here, I've got 3 groups of speakers hooked up on this. And when it goes to sleep, none of these powered speakers make a sound. There's not a sound right now. The only thing you're hearing is slight fan noise from my tower, which is underneath this desk. So anyway, so I have that little glitch. Other than that, it seems to be running good. I bought basically a gaming computer. I always buy gaming computers because they're pretty. They have a lot of good things in them for doing audio recording and visual stuff. So I don't have to really upgrade them too much. Sometimes I'll put a second hard drive in, which I haven't. I'm considering for this new computer, Windows 11, but I'm kind of like biting my nails on that because I always like having 2 hard drives, internal ones that is. Anyways, so, and I've always used SATA drives, so I'm not that one. It's got the digital ones, what are they, SSDs. So that's a first for me. Speed wise, the computer's pretty fast. There's nothing on it really, but my other computer up there was fast too. Like I say, the only reason why it's not there is because of this Windows security thing and their new chip. I don't know, you geeks out there know the spiel. So anyways, that's my little rant. I'm still writing a lot of music, but this last month has been just chaotic for me. I haven't really had time to do finalization on 5 tunes that are almost done for me, and everybody keeps asking about the Flat Stanley album. Well, the Flat Stanley album has basically been done recording wise, except for maybe a couple of vocal things, for years. I wanted it released this past summer, but it just never happened. There's too many things going, and the partner I write with was busy himself, so we have thought about doing the CD thing, and it comes down to financially. It's why do a CD? So I think basically what we're going to do is just going to put it online and If you like it, you can download it. But I'll be honest, I see people putting stuff on there, great artists, and their stuff is just not selling. It's just not going anywhere. You know, the market is so saturated. I don't know the winning scenario to get your music heard. You know, I mean, do you prostitute yourself and put it on these streaming platforms and make nothing? Because your music is just, it might get played, but it's just not going to make any money. It's not going to come back. And I know what you're saying. It's like, oh, well, you know, it's not about money. No, it's not about money, but, you know, at some point, for all the stuff that you put into it, the work, there has to be some, like some little, what's the word? There has to be some enjoyment at the end that, you know, makes you keep wanting to do this. My thing is YouTube has changed in their they're not, it seems like they're not supporting us independents that much anymore, because the last few videos I have, it's like 3 people have watched them, and it's like I used to get quite a few views, and it's like, you know, when you get 3 under 10 views, you could tell that you're not being supported by YouTube. It's not being shown somewhere. I found that these short videos, I guess they call them reels on Facebook. I don't know what they call them on YouTube. I forget. These small mini videos, they killed it. I like to talk. I like to at least explain things. Like if I'm working on model cars, or if I'm fixing drum gear or electronic stuff, I like to do some in-depth stuff. Like I was fixing electronic drums, making electronic cymbals and stuff, and got lots of good response from it. And so those videos might run 20 minutes, half an hour, some might even close to an hour. It's almost like people, their attention spans have gone down to milliseconds. So I kind of don't fit into that world. So I don't know. I posted my 1000th video, and like I don't know where YouTube is going from this point on. So I'm just kind of stuck in my basement. But I'm still writing music. I still love music. I still do it every day. I touch something musically every day, because I'm addicted to it. It makes me feel good to at least play music or create music. And there's so many musicians like that, but now they just seem to be ignored by these platforms. And I'm not sure how long these platforms are going to last. Like Facebook did, they changed their video section to Reels. They call it Reels now. Okay, so what did they do? What I see now is you can scroll the videos, so you can have the, I guess they call it the death scroll, where your brain just goes mush and you just scroll videos. I'm talking on a tower, like a desktop computer, because that's what I use. I have a few laptops around here just for but they're basically music machines to play while I'm drumming or playing another instrument. But all my regular computers are all towers. So yeah, so now it's like, oh, got this death scroll thing, right? And then the shock of my life was that all these videos that I put up over the years, like I've been, I got 1,000 videos on YouTube, so you can imagine how many I put on Facebook. Facebook is more personal. It's about friends, family, and music, and a lot more. But I was scrolling through it just this morning. I went, All the date codes are gone. All the date codes. I don't know if anybody's noticed that. At least on my Facebook, every video that used to have a date code is now erased. It's not there. Someone enlighten me if they know how to get it back. Because now I've got videos going back so many years. It's just it's like they took all the videos that you had on your Facebook page, scooped them all up, threw them into one basket, and allowed you to scroll through them. So there's no, is the word continuity? Is that the word? So there's no glue to these videos. I have videos in my studio. When we built it, my wife and I built this. We gutted it down right down to the concrete and the beams in the upper floor. And now all those videos are not dated. They're not in order for some stupid reason. I just about had a heart attack. So now if you're scrolling through these videos, if you even watch a video of me building the studio, now there's no way to date code them all. So you're just scrambling through. It's just like a big blob of mess. So all these videos are up there now, just floating around with no way to link them together. Oh, so that's what I've been pulling out some of my hair over that this morning, and just a total disappointment. And then YouTube, I'm trying to think, is it YouTube or Facebook? The quality changed on the videos. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there. So now you're doing the videos in high definition. Well, the Facebook ones, I think it's Facebook now, they also don't have that. You can't change what that fidelity is. So I don't know. They don't look like they're locked into high definition like I uploaded. Again, someone enlighten me, because I've just been, it's just been a barrage of shit. It's like, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this too. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I got this. Plus we got winter coming up here, and if let me tell you, if we have a winter like we had last year, I'm going to scream, because last year we were buried here. It was nuts. I spent most of my life doing my my driveway and surrounding buildings here. Yeah, my snowblower decided to cough up chunks and die on me right before the big first storm. So, and normally I fix all the stuff myself, because hey, my money is into music, and it's hard to take all that money and blow it on a stupid snowblower. So I ended up with my wife, we just spent the winter, good exercise, just shoveling. But oh my god, it was a lot of shoveling. It was never ending last year. So this year I rebuilt the snowblower, and we're up like prepping for another bad winter. But apparently it says it's supposed to be a mild winter. I'll believe it when I see it. Needless to say, the snowblower is ready to go. I don't know if I'm ready to go yet. So the scoop. Well, after a month of terrorizing myself with all this stuff, I still don't have a full band for live playing yet. Lead guitar players are of the quality, I will say, that can play various styles in my area are few and far between. I don't want to get locked into one style. I would like variety in the live bands that play. It gives you a longer life with audiences if you mix it up. Because then you basically tease everybody. Everybody gets a taste. So that has been a major issue. I have jammed with other bands. I have put some time in with one band. None of the stuff worked out. The band that I had hoped that would have worked, that I threw together last August, that was a big disappointment. All these veteran players that I've known and I've actually played with, I could not get these guys to just A, communicate, B, pick songs, C, even get together. 3 months I tried. 3 months. All these guys that have I don't own a cell phone. My computer's on all the time, but I'm trying to get all these messages out to these guys and not getting a response. They have cell phones, they have computers, and I'm not getting any feedback. So I said, okay, 3 months is enough of my life wasted on that. I was so disappointed because the musicians I picked were just killer musicians. And I've respected them for years, but their mentality is obviously changed, you know. We're all getting later in our years, and I guess some people just aren't into it anymore as much as they used to be. Or they've had so much bad happen that they don't want to go through any more bad. Who knows? For me, I'm a fighter. I'm going to fight to the very end. I'm going to play music to the very end. So I will say this: the break from live playing, from steady live playing, because I was playing pretty much 3 and 4 nights a week for 30 something years. Yeah, so basically I had some time off, and the body feels good, the drumming feels good. I'm more relaxed now because the band's, like I've done videos, the band I finished with was pretty loud and it was hurting my body physically to try and keep up with it. I'm glad that's over with. I did a fill-in show, I think maybe 3 weeks ago with a local band. It was the last second. I got a call late Thursday and had to play Friday. Charted all my stuff and went and had a good time. Killed a couple of things at the ends for the endings. That's to be expected, since you don't know the band and how they end them. But a good friend of mine was the bass player in that band, so we had a good time. And I totally enjoyed it. It was so much fun to be live again, and the crowd, it was a packed place, all dancers, they just loved it. It was a good gig to go back after a long break, because I haven't really played much except for the odd fill-in since New Year's, this past New Year's. So it was loads of laughs, so I enjoyed it. Yeah, so then I'm back down here again, but I love it down here. So I've got so much on the go musically. Just got to watch the pocketbook. Yeah, I mean, I retired early and banked a lot of money. My wife and I had some properties and we sold those, and we're just kind of enjoying life right now. My wife still wants to work. She still loves doing it. She had 2 jobs, but she retired from one to keep focusing on the flower thing, because anybody who knows us, she's a floral designer. But yeah, the other job, she just wanted a break from it, but she's close to retiring too, so don't know when. That's her call, not mine. I don't know what we're going to do after that. Her and I might just start our own band, because she's a drummer and I'll play bass, and we'll find a guitar player and singer, who knows, and just do some fun stuff on stage. And I don't know, that's all down the road, because I'm still taking my break from the most part from live playing, or I should say a break from bands, because the band bullshit, that stuff is just never ending. So I've had offers to join some bands, but it was pretty much playing the same music I was playing. It's like, oh no, I need a break. I want something different. So, just something that the other bands locally aren't doing. Everybody here in this city seems to be locked into a. You can hear every band playing the same songs, for the most part. Like, I love Tragically Hip, but I mean, we got a. They Tragically Hip wrote so many songs. Can we like get away from the New Orleans is sinking? I just, man, I get tired of that. Go see your competition, and it's like, okay, well, these bands are all doing it. Let's do something different. Let's make ourselves sound a little unique, stand out a bit. So I don't know how the audience can take it. Obviously, the audience, might love those songs, but I know for me, it's like even the songs I love, I can't play them for 30 years. It definitely has to have some rotation. So, anyways, one little last tidbit. So I noticed a lot of guys doing the digital mixer thing, and I am still using my Mackie 32 by 8 by 2 board. I'm going to take the cover off it here. Yeah, I'm still using this good old puppy here. All my drums and stuff. It's got the meter bridge. It's hard to see in there. Let's see if I can put the bits on here. There's a meter bridge right there. And I've got snakes in behind doing all the plugins. Got my headphones. The mixer here. I've got it. It's self-contained. Like, this is from my bass rig, but I also run. It's hard to see over there. I got a Galen Kruger head RB400 with an SWR Henry 8x8 cab, and I'll run that in here too. And I have other channels that I can add to the bass, and these are all drums. I've showed you this before, but anyways, a lot of people have watched the video I did on the Mackie, and many musicians are picking up these boards. They are fed up, like me, with the cost of software and digital stuff. So they are reevaluating. Well, I'll tell you what they're reevaluating. They're reevaluating their pocketbook. They're going, if I'm paying a monthly fee for recording software or plugins, and I'm not using it every day, say for a month you have to go play, or you have to go tour a bit, or you got family issues and stuff, well, that's still coming out of your bank account. Where if you physically buy this hardware for the one price, like this board I think was $4,000 plus. I'm talking where I live. Brand new. I bought it from a studio in LA that had shipped it up. It was just one of their extra boards there. It's super clean. When I got it, they even did a fantastic job cleaning it all up. I've owned it for many years, and I just finished cleaning it all up too. I paid, I think, $1,200. That was years ago, and that was a good deal. Now I see these things going for, anywhere from $300-400 up to $1,000. But I have the meter bridge. Meter bridge, you got to add some bucks for that too. I just wanted it, and the power supply is huge. It sits down on its side. It's pretty huge, and it weighs a ton. So, but guys are going with these now. They're basically saying, screw the money bleed, and they're backing up, and they're going to this. Some people are going back to reel-to-reel tape, and I kick myself because I did have a reel-to-reel multi-track recorder for years, but honestly I could not get it serviced. where the servo motors and stuff, they start going out of whack. I could not get it serviced. And I bet now, if you even could find somebody to service it, would cost you a stinking fortune. So I'm still relying on the digital, but I'm using analog to record in. My Motu unit, which is also old, even though that's digital, converts it to digital. I'm using Windows 10. I'm using Sonar Cakewalk Platinum. I think I paid. I think I paid like, I could be wrong. I think I paid $600 for that thing back in the day. But I have the physical copy now. So anytime something goes wrong here, I can take it and load it in and go. Some of those other plugins that I use, I bought them all. So whatever I have in my computer right now, I can load it back in. I don't have to deal with online or these greedy effing slimes that want this monthly fee. Yeah, I get it. They were trying to stop piracy, but you know what? It's like they flipped it on us. Now they're bleeding us, and I personally am sick of it. So, yeah, so I've had lots of messages on my YouTube channel and Facebook because of a video I did using this Mackie. And I'll put a song on here, like a snippet, when I finish editing the video. Of the last song I recorded using this board, using simple plugins. And okay, I might not be George Martin of the Beatles when it comes to engineering, but the song's done and I can hear everything. My main focus when I'm recording is, can I hear all the instruments? Can I hear everything that I've actually put on this damn thing when I was doing it? And is it making my ears bleed? And that kind of thing. The obvious. So yeah, so I'll put the last song. It's called Stompin' the Dogs. It's kind of like a swampy blues, maybe a teeny bit country. I'm not a great singer, and I'm not a fan of correcting vocals. I'm just not into that. If something is major and I'm in a pinch, I can redo that section of vocal myself. But all this vocal software I tried, what is it, Melodyne, and paid for that for a couple months to experiment with it, and it was like, okay, yeah, it works good, but I'm going broke using it. I mean, I spend more time doing the music, and then when it comes to I'm paying for Melodyne while I'm doing all the rest of it, and then when I come to do the vocals, I'm only using it on the one song or whatever, but 2 months of payment for the stupid program, or the license, because you're paying for the license, you're not paying to own the product. That's what they tell you now. You're just paying for the license to use our product. But when I have the CD, I bought the CD and that, and it's like, well, if I don't have to register this, it's still legally I bought it. I still have the serial codes, paid $600 for it, and I put it in. So I do kind of own it that way. But they got you with this subscription stuff. So anyways, with the Melodyne, and I just found it was a waste of money. Excuse me. It came with one of my software programs came with a real cut down version of it, but I never liked it. So I tried the full version. Hey, brother, it was neat, but yeah. So cut that out. Yeah, so we're back down to the basics. Same plugins I've used for years. Windows 10, it never gets upgraded down here. It's where it is. If there is one glitch on it, it's staying, because I'm not fixing it. And the same with the retired computer. So I'm starting to repeat myself, but so I'll leave it at that for now. So expect some new tunes coming for the 7 people out there that enjoy it. For the rest of you, I don't know how you're going to find it if you don't watch my YouTube channel or Facebook or Reverb Nation, because I'm not going to pay to have my music put on someplace to stream it and have them rip me off and pay me 0.001 cent a play. It used to be I could sell my songs for 59 cents on Reverb Nation and actually, generate some some revenue. But now, no. So now these money-sucking pigs want me to pay to put my music. Okay, I'm paying to put my music somewhere that everybody will hear it, supposedly. Only that place steals it all by, by giving me a tally of 0.001 cent per play. Like when you think back, what was it like back in the swing days? You were getting 1 cent a play, and now you're not even getting 1 cent a play. So, yeah, do some history on that. So there's no money in it. There's no money. So there's no, how do you pay for all this stuff? Yeah, you have to have a day job. Yeah, well, I did that. I did a day job. I played live. Did artwork. Did airbrushing for people. I did everything I could to buy the gear that I have. And most of this gear, except for this drum set and some of my guitars, are basically used stuff. Near mint, but used stuff. So, and that's what you got to do these days if you want to make music. So that's the scoop. That's my rants. That's where I'm at. I'm hoping to have the 5 songs done in the next short while. I've also got some songs by The Morning Glory, which is a side project I did years ago. And finally, there's a light at the end of the tunnel on those songs. Flat Stanley album, I am just going to put it on YouTube in a nice little Flat Stanley playlist, and everybody can listen to it from there. There won't be a CD. I can't afford it at this point, and it's just CDs don't seem to be the thing right now unless something changes. I mean, the price to do my last album with the band Wishbone was up there. I did all the graphics designs and saved us a bunch of coin there. But financially, it's just not going to work. The COVID thing kind of derailed a lot of that, and our writing partner, he's busy with other bands, and he's retired now. So he's doing music his own thing. These songs are all done, so it's up to me to get it ready and just put it out there. But that's just more of a labor of love for the love of music. There won't be any returns on that. But at this point in time, I can't justify the cost. Everybody's streaming. It's the way it is. I think it's just a big dead end. The streaming thing is just a big dead end. It's just, I don't see the rewards there at all. Not for an independent like me. We'll see. Maybe the Flat Stanley stuff will strike a nerve and find some way. But at this point, I don't see it. So that's a scoop. Long video, but hopefully some people watch it. Anyways, appreciate the time, and thanks for hanging in there. Like I say, it's been a while. And new music coming soon. Thanks for watching.
Let's just keep on moving on. Nothing's left but leaving. Our fortunes aren't worth